Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And today this video will be about what's coming new to Disneyland in 2020. So with that, the first thing that Disneyland will be getting is Rise of the Resistance, which will be opening on January 17th next month at Star Wars Galaxy Edge, which this will be the second new attraction at Galaxy Edge to be opened. And however, this ride actually just recently opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World last week, and it's been getting a lot of praises from fans who wrote it, saying it's supposed to be the greatest Disney attraction that they have ever uh, rode on. And however, not only Rise of the Resistance will be opening on that day, but I also heard we're supposed to get like new food and merchandise in some of the restaurants inside and some of the shops too. And they're also supposed to be having some droids walking around in Galaxy Edge, and they were testing them out. I think it was over about a year or 2 years ago in Tomorrowland to see how guests interact with the guests, which they were doing an experimental test in Tomorrowland, and it looks like they'll probably have that ready for the opening of Rise of the Resistance. The second big thing Disneyland will also get is a new daytime parade, which will be called Magic Happens, which will be launching on February 27th. And it will feature a bunch of Disney and Pixar floats with all the characters in them and everything. And it will have a new music as well. And then the third thing over at Disney's California Adventure will be a new themed land area, which will be called the Avengers Campus, which that is the land that's replacing Bugs Land, which they closed it back in last year, and now it's being replaced by the Avengers, which will include a new attraction such as the Spider-Man ride, and we're also supposed to get a Doctor Strange show, including a Ant-Man themed restaurant. And also, there's supposed to be Avengers headquarters building that's supposed to be sitting next to basically the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride. And however, with that, the Avengers theme land will be opening most likely in the summertime of this year over at Disney's California Adventure. The fourth thing that over at Grand Californian Hotel that they're reopening up their new spa and rebranding it as well. And the new spa, which I'm probably going to butcher this one, which they're calling it Tila Stone Spa, if I'm pronouncing it right, and which it's supposed to be opening this coming spring over at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel. Also, back at Disneyland Park, there's going to be 3 attractions that are going to be closed for at least about a couple months for major refurbishment work. First one will be Snow White, which now will be closing for about a couple months. All they're doing is they're replacing all kinds of the props, changing the visual effects and everything, and there's supposed to be a new ending to the ride, and it will be reopening by around the springtime, most likely. Then the third attraction that's going to be down for a couple months as well, and that includes Indiana Jones, which they're going to be doing some work up on some of the bridge and some of the other stuff that's in the ride, like the props and everything, and probably the Matronics as well. And that should also be reopened by the spring as well. And for the third one will be the Haunted Mansion, which the Haunted Mansion is actually just going to go down for at least 2 months once they removed all the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, and then all they're just going to do is they're going to repaint the ride and do some little fix-up work onto some of the lining and some of the projections. Nothing really new or anything, just to do some work up on the ride and everything, and which will be back up in about 2 months after going through a 2 month refurb work. And for that, the next big thing that Disneyland will be getting uh, this coming year, which will be the Disney After Dark events. Yes, that's right. We're getting Disneyland After Dark events. The first one will be the 80s night, which will be taking place at Disneyland Park on January 29th next month. And also the next night event will be Sweetheart Night, which will be taking place on February 12th and the 13th on Valentine's Day weekend. The other will be Pixar Night, which will be taking place at Disney's California Adventure to celebrate Pixar, which that will be taking place on March 5th in about 2020. So we're almost about like 3 months away from that as well. And then last but not least will be Villains Night. Villains Night will be taking place on April 30th at Disney's California Adventure. And in order to go to those events, you have to get tickets for those nights to attend them, and which they're on sale right now at the Disneyland website. And then last but not least, for all those people who are into food and wine, yes, the Disney's California Adventures Food and Wine Festival will be back on February 28th and April 21st, 2020. So that's good news right there for all those food and wine lovers who really love the food and the wine that are offered at the festival. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it of what's coming new to Disneyland in 2020, which that will be about next year, which actually about next month. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see some of the stuff of what's coming to Disneyland next year. Let me know in the comments below what you're more looking forward to. Are you looking forward to Rise of the Resistance, Avengers Campus, or any other stuff that I mentioned about in the video? Let me know in the comments below. And if you really enjoy this channel, you can hit the subscribe button. As always, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.